everyone. Welcome to the Planecious Leaders Walk the Talk. I am Rohit Korat, the founder of the Planecious Leaders series, where we celebrate the inspiring individuals who are contributing positive change towards a more sustainable future. I am excited to have with us today Mr. Pradeep Motwani, who is the CEO of TerraBlu Climate Technologies Private Limited. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's deep dive into the thoughtful conversations on sustainability. Can you give us an overview of TerraBlu and its mission in the sustainability space?
Thanks, Rohit, for inviting me, and I will brief you about TerraBlu. TerraBlu is a climate tech company focused on helping businesses evaluate their emissions and achieve carbon neutrality. Our mission is to provide intelligent carbon solution through our Greenwise platform, allowing businesses, enterprises to achieve carbon neutrality through tracking, reducing and offsetting their emissions in a structured manner. We aim to empower businesses, control their environmental responsibilities for a carbon neutral future.
Okay, great. So, how does the approach of carbon intelligent solutions in TerraBlu differs from that of traditional carbon rating trading?
I will sum up this in two words. I will brief about that. One is holistic and another is 360 degrees. At TerraBlu, our approach focuses on holistic solutions toward carbon management. We believe that in order to make a lasting and substantial impact, we need to acknowledge and address the problem at multiple levels.
Right. Yeah.
Usually what organizations and enterprises or even consultants are doing is just they are assessing their carbon footprint, but not in a holistic way. And we at TerraBlu do that. We track their emissions, we give them consultancy how to reduce through renewable energy, through change of processes, through green projects. We understand this challenge is very deep rooted, and we believe that effectively solutions need to be found very deep, and there are challenges at different level. What differentiates TerraBlu with other competitors or other organizations is we give them 360 degree solution.
Okay. So how
in this our solutions basically focus the challenges of awareness, how to approach, transparency, simplicity and accessibility, and that is our core differentiator.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So how can TerraBlu Greenwise platform help in achieving ESG sustainability goals by business?
Basically, we have in our approach, we address this problem through four different ways for approach carbon emissions at multiple levels. Maybe an entire organization's footprints can be calculated, or a particular product's footprint can be calculated, or an event level also it can be calculated. It's very as I can proudly say that our Greenwise platform is much easier than Excel, so anybody can operate it and get their footprints calculated.
Wow.
Next, purely consultancy. We offer our clients a consultancy how to reduce their emissions through changes in their practices, getting down the usage of electricity, using renewable power. This right now we are doing on one-to-one basis, but going forward, this in our system only it will be developed through AI. Our AI will be giving them the solutions, and we also provide necessary consultancy. Third one, we also provide necessary consultancy to green projects. Almost 95% of MSMEs in India use renewable energy, but out of those 95%, 94% haven't registered their projects on registries for getting carbon credits. They are just as per business, the cost of 1 unit is 10 rupees. Through renewable energy we are getting at 3 rupees. That's all they are seeing. But using green and renewable energy is much beyond saving. And lastly, we have built a blockchain carbon marketplace where organizations, this is the final thing, where any organization can offset their carbon credits, offset their emissions through our marketplace, and through blockchain we give them transparency and traceability.
Okay. So what led you to TerraBlu as CEO, and how does the mission of the organization resonate with the area of professional expertise and personal values?
Pre-COVID, I was into consultancy. I used to provide inputs to large organizations on the tenders, and my last successful consultancy was electric charging stations. This was done for EESL, Energy Efficient Services Limited, and the tender was backed by Exicom. So during that phase, I was very inclined towards EV, and post-COVID, I entered a electric two-wheeler manufacturing company. We invested in the company, and after investing, I became CEO of that company. Post-COVID too, suddenly there was a jump in sales of EV vehicles, EV two-wheeler especially, because nobody wanted to use public transport. Everybody wanted to have their own vehicles. During that phase, I realized how this carbon neutrality and net zero thing, where our Indian government is doing so much, and around the globe, everybody wants to do something. So that's when an idea came that we should do something towards sustainability. And in November 22, we formed this company TerraBlu. My co-founders were there, and as I mentioned, this is a tech company and I don't know anything about tech. So I was just as a co-founder, working with them, taking care of finances and developing market. So after almost a year, my co-founders proposed me that you become a CEO, and that was a big achievement for me, because in my electric manufacturing company I became CEO through investing the money. But here I thought my co-founders who are having more than 16 to 20 years of experience in tech, having worked with Tata Motors, Tata Technologies, Mahindra, Oleon, they themselves saying ki you become CEO was a great achievement. And the entire focus now is towards SMEs and MSMEs, because they are backbone of our Indian economy, and they need to get all the benefits which government is providing.
So, in what way does the organization support the green developer beginning on day one? Like, highlight how its carbon asset grooming service supports the project lifecycle.
Can you hear me, Rohit?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, carbon asset grooming service is what we provide as a consultancy to green project developers. And as I said earlier, 95% of MSMEs haven't registered their projects on the registries. So, we are organizing sessions on this on MCCI through our channel partners, chartered accountancy firms, wherein we support them by giving them guidance and whatever support is necessary, project development document, registration support, funding support, we provide all that.
Okay. So, based on your experience, like what are the most crucial factors for scaling a startup in this sustainability industry?
Basically, I think the most crucial factor having a strong technological foundation, being adaptable to regulatory changes, because this is also a very new field. Lots of regulations from UN and US, Indian government, different mechanisms are coming up. So you have to be up to date on that. Going forward, the company which adopts to these changes will be able to scale the operations.
Okay. And yeah.
Our mission and vision should also be going hand to hand. Company acting on the mission will be a guiding star.
Right. Okay. So, like, what do you see the future of technology, like particularly blockchain, in the fight against the climate change?
When we formed this company, at that time, for me, Web3 technology and blockchain were a very fancy words.
Yeah.
As I said, tech is not my background. So wherever I used to go, I used to say we are a Web3 technology company, blockchain. And my founder has told me, I asked him, what is blockchain? So he said, trust, transparency, and traceability. So whenever I used to go to any event or any place, I used to say this only. So I will tell, blockchain and Web3 technology holds great promise in the fight against climate change, but it will be only up to trust and traceability. Having said that, it just enhances trust factor. That's why we started with blockchain, and in this we give three-part solution. One is the assessment part. Second is how they can reduce those emissions, because $2,000 tons, and any organization buys carbon credits, it becomes greenwashing.
Yeah.
So we give them inputs how to reduce, and finally, after doing their bit, we offer them carbon credits, which are on blockchain, traceable, transparent, and trustable.
Okay. Like, what if any has been your most consequential moment in your career that made you decide to invest in sustainability and green technology?
Uh, Here I will mix up my spiritual journey too. Pre art of living, the entire whatever I used to do, it was me centric, and post doing art of living, it became how I can give back.
Right.
So at that time during COVID, lots of thoughts were coming. Everybody has very big plans, and God made everybody sit at home. So I thought, why not pay back and pay forward? Pay back to our past generations who have done so much good for us. I remember in our childhood, uh, when my father used to work, uh, it was totally about stability, कि family के लिए कुछ कर दे. But now I see 100% so many careers, businesses, startups. So I want to, whatever I have learned, I want to pass that to future generations also. In my life, there were so many mentors, so I cannot pay them back. Why not pay forward? So that's why we came into this field of sustainability, not just for nature. I visit few colleges, I give mentoring to few kids. I see to it that those kids I'm mentoring are from 3-tier, 4-tier cities.
Yeah.
Because they don't get to get exposed to tier 1, tier 2 cities. And we have to do something towards making this planet livable.
Yeah, absolutely right. So what advice would you give to the young entrepreneurs like who wants to venture into the sustainability and green technology space?
I usually tell entrepreneurs, startups to come in this field, because the problem is so vast that here nobody is our competitor. We can collaborate with everyone. The field is so vast. I can be doing the emission part or carbon credit part. There are green developers, there are LCA advisors, so many things to be done. So I call upon all the people who wants to contribute towards planet Earth, come and join this field. Sustainability, sustainability, and sustainability. It has very, very bright future.
Right. Okay, so how do you visualize carbon markets and practices in sustainability over the next decade?
In the next decade, I can see markets becoming more mainstream with stricter regulations and higher accountability. Sustainability practices will be a core part of business strategies, because without making the without, if any business doesn't make this their core, they will not stand, and that the companies which do not adopt will fall behind. technology, especially blockchain, will play a major role in ensuring that transparency and traceability again.
Okay. So, what would you consider the most significant achievement so far? Like, and what's the next big thing that you are working towards?
Uh, by the grace of Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar ji, my bread butter is taken care of. So, as I said earlier, I want to pay forward now. Uh, for me, my success today is Greenwise, the way we have developed. In our beta version, we have assessed 5.6 million tons of carbon emissions, and now we are out of our beta. Now the next big thing is going to be at unit economic level, wherein I want to make each. We are having this webinar. This should also be carbon neutral webinar. A event will be carbon neutral. On those lines, we are working, and we are very soon, maybe in next 2 to 3 quarters, we are going to launch our D2C app, wherein every individual can offset their emissions daily.
Wow, that's a great idea. Okay, so thanks a lot for this like insightful conversation that you had with us today, and I hope that we will keep continuing this type of conversation like going forward in the future. And like, so we want to pursue this sustainability like more and more, and like with respect to different aspects within the challenges side, and like what can be done like from like the existing problems that we are facing. So like, so that like we make aware like to the people like who are like young entrepreneurs and like busy professionals. So we want to focus this webinar like towards them, so that more and more people get to know like how we can improve our value system, or like within the organization and the processes that we are doing. So that's the mission.
Rohit, you are doing great work, and you are an inspiration. The way you are taking this forward, because awareness can only do the bit which even technology can't.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
We need
right.
more awareness. People don't know. What I think, अगर लोगों को पता चले ये नहीं करना है तो वो नहीं करेंगे. So it's only through awareness.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Yeah. So we are a sustainable, purpose-driven agency, and we are doing all the designing and the web-related work with respect to the sustainability only. Even the web that we design, like we make sure that it is like hosted on the green hosting server. So like we are doing a lot of things like within this industry, and like we started this Planecious Leader series like for this purpose only, because we just wanted to do the awareness as far as possible, because a lot of things like people still don't know, because when we are talking about this sustainability designs and the materials that we like we print. So the materials that we print, so people are not aware about like what is going to happen like if we don't use this type of material. So that's where like we want to like have this type of sessions like where we just want to make them follow certain value systems like towards the sustainability. So that's the main mission that we are having, and we want to make this to the larger extent, like this Planecious Leader series. So that's what we are pursuing. So thanks a lot, sir, for
Great.
joining us, and we will keep interacting. And
Great, Rohit. Thanks.
yeah,
And
thanks, sir.
let's be in touch.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Thank you. Bye.